Look at these flowers. They look so real you can almost smell them. This is Ophelia, painted by John Everett Millais in 1851. At that time, most painters stayed in their studios and made things up, but not Millais. He sat by a river for 5 months, 11 hours a day, just to capture every single leaf and petal. Notice the details. The red poppies near her hand symbolize sleep and death. The daisies represent innocence, and the blue forget-me-nots floating on the water speak for themselves. Even the violets around her neck carry a message of faithfulness and early death. Millais didn't just paint a background, he used nature to tell a story. This is naturalism taken to the extreme. Every plant here is botanically perfect. He wanted to trap reality on a canvas, but this level of perfection came with a dark price. To paint the drowning girl, Millais hired a 19-year-old model named Elizabeth Siddal. He made her lie in a bathtub full of water for weeks to see how the hair and clothes would float. It was winter. Millais put oil lamps under the tub to keep the water warm, but one day the lamps went out. Millais was so busy painting he didn't even notice. Elizabeth stayed in the freezing water for hours because she didn't want to ruin his work. She got severe pneumonia and almost died. Millais created the most beautiful death in art history, but he almost caused a real one to get it. Now, let's talk about how he actually did it. In those days, most artists painted on a brown or dark background. It was safe and fast. But Millais did something crazy. He used a wet white ground. He would spread a layer of fresh white paint and then paint his colors right on top of it while it was still wet. It's like painting on a glowing TV screen instead of a piece of cardboard. That's why his greens look so bright and his water looks so clear. Every stroke merged with the white base, making the light bounce back at you. This technique was a nightmare to do. It was slow and messy, but it made the colors pop in a way that had never been seen before. He wasn't just drawing, he was building a high-definition world, pixel by pixel. With this painting, Millais didn't just become famous, he became the leader of a revolution. Before him, the art world followed old, boring rules. They thought art had to look like the grand masters of the past. Millais and his friends said no. They formed the Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood to bring back vivid color and honest detail. Ophelia was their manifesto. It proved that a painting could be as sharp as a photograph and as emotional as a poem. Millais went from being a rebel that the critics hated to the president of the Royal Academy. He changed the DNA of British art, moving it away from dusty studios and back into the vibrant, raw light of nature. Do you think a painting is worth a person's life? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe for more.